Oh, in this video I'm going to show you how to disassemble this Microsoft keyboard. Warning in the beginning, don't do this for fun. You'll probably break the keyboard. Maybe you can still use it afterwards, but it's definitely no fun. Okay, let's get started. So in the back you have, by the way, this is what I ended up with. You see the screws and the pad and the keys. So a lot of hidden screws in this beast, or in this toilet waste, how I would call it. Microsoft really produced some bad stuff here. Okay, so you have these rubber pads in the back. That's the usual stuff, what you also find for mice. You just remove the rubber pads. There are 5 screws in the bottom. You remove them. Okay, after you remove the 5 screws, you're gonna need to remove this rubber pad thing here. This is pretty much brute force. You just use a knife or something, put it like in between of the 2 pads, and then like try to crack it open slowly. Let's turn this around. The problem here is you probably cracked them. Let me get you close up. Here's the close up. You see this? It's not broken. The left one is broken. The right one that you see is not broken. See what I mean? At least I didn't find a way to like nicely remove them, so I have a lot of broken parts here. Most of them broke while I tried to get it open. Also, it looked like I didn't figure this out completely, but it looks like this actually really glued. Like these parts are actually glued. There's no screw or nothing, so you actually have to use a lot of force to crack this open in order to remove the glue. Here you see the other side of the glue. It's really bad to see in the video. Okay, then you remove this thing, then you're alright. No, actually not. So then you have a couple of other screws. Very easy to see, no problem here. But then we're going to the more difficult part. So you have a lot of screws hidden under the keys. You have one screw here on the right under the plus sign, this one. Then you have another one here between the end and the page down. It's difficult to see. They also have a rubber pad on top of it. Then you have another one here next to the enter key, another one here, another one here. In order for me to find them, I actually removed most of the keys and then put them back together. And there's another one here, which I broke because I didn't know about it. Let me lift this up for you. Turn around. So you see, this is the one I showed you. Right, you have another one here. And you have another one here, the whitish circle, which amounts to about, I think, in between these two, and somewhere here. Just remove all the keys and you find the screw. After that, you use another little bit of force again with a knife. Just stick it in between the 2 plastic parts here and slowly get it open. Let me show you how this looks. This time it's a little bit better. We need to use this one this time. For this casing, oh, this is so difficult to see with the lightning. This is actually, you will not break it. You just have to put a little bit of space in between this plastic and the top plastic. Let me give you a little bit, hopefully a little better lighting here. Can we please get some focus? Camera. Where is the camera, man? No focus. Okay, I hope you understand what I mean. And then let me give you a short introduction to the inside. By the way, before I give you the inside, remember the hidden screws here? This is actually very bad design, because by design, usually when you spill water or something over your keyboard, it doesn't matter, because most of the keys, like you see here, they go up. It's so difficult because of the dark, all the blackness here. But you know what I mean, right? This is like a crater going up. However, this crater here for the screws, for the hidden screws, is actually so small that if you have, let's say, 2 millimeters of water spilled, and it's already going inside the keyboard circuit, and you're screwed. Pun intended. Okay. But let's go back to the insides. Just so you see how it looks. Okay, talking a little bit more. So the main controller apparently sits right here, where your hands are usually located. You have the cable going from here, just in case you're interested. The cable goes under the circuitry and pops out at the end, as you probably know if you own this keyboard, like this. This is the rest of the keyboard, yes. Anything else to say? Maybe give you a close-up of this thing here, in case you're interested. QR code maybe